Hello. Good afternoon, good evening. So it's 6 p.m. Eastern time. How you all doing? How is everybody doing in the home care bosses world? Um, I'm Enoch Dennis, and I'm the co-founder of Home Care Buses United and Care Growth AI. And as you know, every about 3 times a week, I come on live to bring you some strategies, some tips, and some good information about growing your home care agencies. And tonight, I have something very special for you tonight. We're gonna be talking about um, some of the fears, that home care agency owners have. Right, the top fears home care agency owners face. And here's the thing: I want you to do a favor, go in the chat, and by the way, first of all, say hi, say hello, okay? Say hi, say hello. Let me know who's watching. Let me know that you are catching the live. If you're catching the replay, put hashtag replay. I love knowing who's there, who's watching, and I can say hi to you when I see you in the chat, okay? Say hi, say hello. Let me know. After that, let me know also in the chat, what's your biggest fear as a home care agency owner? What's your biggest fear? Just give me one. If you can do more, by all means, go ahead. Feel free to do it. But I want to ask you for simply one fear. What is your biggest fear as a home care agency owner? Okay. So drop this in the chat. I know I have a couple of them already from others that I'll be sharing with you. And if they fall into if yours fall into the same category, then hey, then good. If not, I may address yours separate. But let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. We're talking about the top fears home care agency owners face on a daily basis. So that's what we are talking about. And so let me know in the chat. Okay, let me know in the chat, and then we can move forward. All right. So uh, let me see what are you dropping in the chat. I'm checking the chat to see what you're dropping because I want to know what are some of the fears that you face as a home care agency owner, right? So I'm checking um, to see what you are dropping in the chat. All right. Hey, Dolores. Hey. All right. So, um, all right, Dolores, Kim, how you all doing? How's everybody doing? Say hi, say hello as you coming on. All right, so I have a couple of them in the chat, but let me address the first one that I see coming up. It says staffing. Staffing, of course, is one of the biggest fears of home care agency owners. Staffing. Why? Because hey, um, you get a client, and all of a sudden now you need people to send the clients from, right? Caregivers. So staffing is a big issue, especially with turnover, the turnover rate when it comes to like staffing, people leaving very fast. So that's a fear. That's a fear, and I know it from experience. So that's a fear that we have. Now, how do we address it, right? So we're not just saying what are the list of fears and walk away, but how do you address it? It's a fear that you have. That means it's something in the future that you don't want to happen, right? You don't want to have a client and you don't have people to staff it. So how do you make sure that this does not happen, right? So the best way is to make a plan around it. Okay, the best way is really to make a plan around it. So you can let your fear run you, rule you, or you can look at it and make a plan to 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 avoid it. Right? You can make a plan to avoid it. So how do you do that for staffing? Um, do a plan for recruitment, right? So devise a plan for recruitment. How are you gonna do it? How often are you gonna do recruitment? Maybe who you're gonna partner with for recruitment. And so that's the first part of it, right? Job posting, recruitment. How often do you do interviews? That's the first part of it. That actually be maybe the easiest part of it. Like I said, a lot of time, if you do a job post, you probably get 20, 30, 40 applicants easily, right? Do it on Indeed, ZipRecruiter. You get 20, 30 applicants easily. What's not easy is actually one, go through those applications, take the time to go through them and figure out who you really want to move forward with. What's not easy is actually go, and do an interview, right? Do interviews for like 20, 10, 20 people, and then realizing that there's one of them that you really want to hire, right? So, um, and then, which again, we talked about how you can get this done a lot faster with AI. You can get going through those applications a lot faster. And then also not spending the time to be calling people over the phone, trying to book them for an interview, where you have automation that happens where the booking for an interview can be done very easily without you or a team member calling and spending the time trying to reach, right? So you can get the help of AI and automation to that for you, right? So make sure you are doing hiring events, recruitment, post jobs on Indeed, on Zip Recruiter in your area, in your community. Like sometimes we're not even thinking about that. In your community, there are people in your community also looking for jobs that you can hire, right? Do a job post in some places that you attend, like a church, right? Or other churches around, right? Invite people to apply, or come to a recruitment event that you can hold. All right. So that's one, and then after that, of course, making sure once you actually hire someone, you have an onboarding process for them. Um, what happens a lot of time, people do, they hire someone and then they just say, okay, now come to work on Monday. You're working from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Monday, and that's it. Listen, um, there is something as wowing people. The same way you want to wow your clients, you also want to wow your employees, right? You want to wow your employees as well. Um, we always think about marketing to get new clients, and then what do we do to keep our current clients? But we often are not thinking about marketing for employees, and what do we do to keep our employees, to keep wowing our employees, right? Because your employees, there are other people trying to get them as well. There are other companies making offers. There are other companies hiring as well. So how do you make that you keep your employees? You have to wow them. Wow them in the way that you do your onboarding process, right? Wow them in the way that you do your onboarding process, so that they feel like, hey, this is something serious I'm getting into, right? This is serious. It's not like they just call me and say, okay, you hired, come to work on Monday. Like, okay, that's it, right? That's it. Don't do that. Have a process, right? Have an onboarding process. Make sure they sign the proper documents to you. Make sure you give them the employee handbook. Make sure you go through the employee packet with them. Make sure you actually go through they understand your core values, your mission, your vision statement. They understand all those things. Make sure that as the new employees, there's an onboarding process. There's a process from the time you said you are hired to the time you send them to the client's home. There is a process. It's not today and then tomorrow you go to the client's home. Make sure that there is a process to that. This is how you wow them. They can see, wow, there's a process to this. This thing is serious, right? So do that, and then post 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 that is post hiring, and then that's kind of training and getting them acclimated to the team and all of that. And then after that, make sure also there is um, there is a process while they start to work for you. Like how do you like a retention plan. Make sure you have a retention plan, right? So that's that's what you have to do. So if you do those things, um, I can guarantee you that people will feel more at home. They will feel more um, involved. They will feel like they belong there. There's something serious going on, right? There's something serious going on. Everyone wants to be part of something significant. Every human being, we want to be part of something significant. We want to be part of something that is structured. We want to be part of something that is that is that looks nice. That is like that's good, right? So when you just hire someone and then just say, "Hey, you hired," and next day come to work, it looks a little bit like wishy-washy, like it's not, So work on that. All right, work on that. Someone said belong. Yeah, make sure that they belong. Everyone wants to feel like they belong. This is, I like this place. I belong here. It's not. There's something different, right? So make sure that you do that with your home care agency. All right. So, anyone else? Any other fears? Any other fears? Just drop them. Just drop them, and let's talk. Let's talk. This is like open. I'm talking. I'm checking in different places because we are streaming live in couple of places. So feel free to drop your fears or your questions. What we're talking about today is what are some of the top fears that you face as home care agency owners, right? What are some of the top fears you face as home care agency owners, and how can you overcome them? Okay, how can you overcome them? So the first thing that we talked about staffing. Staffing is a big issue within our industry. So, however, there are ways to make it work, right? There are ways to make it work. We just have to make it work, right? It's work. We just gotta do the work. We just gotta go through it. We can't just sit around and complaining or hoping people don't quit or hoping people stay. No, what are we actively doing to make sure that they stay? Right? You gotta be doing something actively. Don't hope that they stay. Don't hope that they don't quit. But what are you doing to reduce the probability of people quitting, of people leaving? So that's what you have to be doing. All right. So what are you doing for that? By the way, while I am waiting for you to give me the second one and the third one, while I'm waiting for you to drop them in the chat, let me invite you to our Systemize to Scale workshop. If you haven't registered yet to Systemize to Scale with AI workshop, let me tell you about it. And of course, I want you to go ahead and register for it. Systemize to Scale with AI workshop is a 5-day workshop where we are going to show you, we're going to teach you how to leverage the power of AI and automation in your home care agency. What does that do for you? How is that going to help you leveraging AI into your home care agency? When you leverage AI into your home care agency, is that it's not just like, hey, I use ChatGPT. I can ask ChatGPT, what is the circumference of the earth, and then it's gonna give it to me, or well, that's cute, but that doesn't transfer into helping you make any money, right? That doesn't transfer into helping you making any money or growing your agency or and all of that. What we want to show you is how do you use AI, how do you use artificial intelligence to help you make money in your home agency, right? To help you streamline your operation, making sure that things are doing in a more efficient way. Your home care agency, right? Boost productivity, because now if you can streamline your operations, things are being done more efficiently. You're not spending countless hours doing tasks that can be done in a few minutes, right? If this if you're not doing that, or the other way, if you are actually doing tasks that used to take you hours to get done, you are doing it in 10, 15 minutes. Now you have a whole bunch of time. Your team members have a whole bunch of time to be more productive. Now they can do even more things, right? That you actually wanted to get done. They become what we call more productive. So when you leverage about the power of AI in your agency, you streamline the operation that allows you to get things done faster. That the result of that is now you can be more productive, meaning that you can get a whole lot more done that you were not able to do before because now you have the time, and that also result in you making more profit in your business. Okay, you will be making more profit in your business. Your bottom line will definitely increase. So this is what we're gonna show you over the next over the 5 days of the workshop. We're gonna talk about that over the 5 days of the workshop. The workshop starts on Sunday, September 8th. So it runs from September 8th to the 12th. Okay, September 8th to 12th. And it's at 8 p.m. Eastern time, so it's late in the evening. That means you all got everything done, everything out of the way. You can sit, relax, and wherever you are going to be is virtual, so you don't have to drive, you don't have to fly anywhere. You can be at the comfort of your home, your office. 8 p.m. Eastern time, and it's virtual. You get a link to attend, and that's how that's very easy to get. So, as a home care agency owner, one of the things that you don't want to do is not getting the knowledge you need to do the things that you want to do. Not getting the knowledge. You don't want to do that. What you want to do is to find the knowledge, find knowledge so that you can get knowledge on how to do things. And this workshop is all about. Okay, so the link is in the chat. So click on the link, register, save your seat for the workshop August 8th to the 12th, 8 p.m. Eastern time. There is a fee to attend. It's only $37. Listen, to get access to a workout for 5 days, about 2 hours a day, $37 for 5 days, about 2 hours a day. That is that's a steal. Okay, and you're gonna learn all of that. You're gonna learn. We're gonna talk about all the systems you need to have in your home care agency. The 7 systems that you must have in your home care agency. I don't know if you have any of them now, if you have some or not others. So we'll show you what you need to have. We'll talk about the future of home care marketing. We'll talk about the future of home care marketing with AI. We'll talk about the future of client management with AI, the future of employee management with AI, the future of care delivery with AI, and we'll also talk about. Oh, actually, that's 5 days. So that's what we're gonna be talking about. We're gonna teach you about these things, and of course, we'll also show you um, the one tool that has all the things of the future with AI included in it, which is Care Growth AI. So we'll also show you how does that work as well. Okay, so let's get going. Let's get going. If you haven't registered yet, if you haven't gotten your seat yet, just click on the link in the chat. If you do not see the link in the chat, just put me in the chat so we can get you the link. Just put me in the chat so we can get you the link. That way you can register and make sure that you attend. All right. Uh, what else? Let's go over a second fear. Let's go over a second one. Um, so the second fear is about I'm going to this really quick. The second fear is getting clients, right? Getting clients. How do you get more clients? You market. Ta-da! You market, right? Market. your marketing your home care agency. That's how you get more clients. There is no other way. There is no other way. Marketing your you have to market your home care agency to the referral sources, potential referral sources. Do marketing events, um, um, brand awareness marketing, right? Brand awareness marketing, email marketing, text marketing. So you got to market your home care agency, and of course, you have to. With all marketing, also comes follow ups. I know that that is um, one of the main issues that a lot of agency owners face. When I get to talk to them, yeah, I went and I did this and that. Okay, so how many times do you follow up with that place? You said that they haven't sent you any referrals. Oh, I went there like twice. Like really? So you think you've gone to the hospital, you've talked to the case manager or social planner, I mean discharge planner, twice, and then you expected them all of a sudden to be flooding your agency um, with referrals. It doesn't make any sense, right? It doesn't make any sense. So it takes way more than that. All right, it takes way more than that. So you have to keep on doing it, keep on following up, keep your marketing going. So that's also one of the things we will teach you during the workshop. All right, that's one of the things we will teach you during the workshop. So I think that's it. That is it. And the third thing that the third fear that home care agency owners have that came across us is they have like a lot of home care agency owners have that fear of like technology, right? Technology. What do I use? What do I not use? And how do I use this? I don't know how to use tech, and there's so many things out there, and that because of that, they ended up having to subscribe to so many different softwares that are uh, um, uh, like they are like isolated, right? I isolated. I call them actually Sue calls them disjointed, right? Sue calls them disjointed operation where you have one payroll software here, and then you have your time and attendance there, and then you have the the EVV here, right? You have the client information in somewhere else. You have maybe you have something for marketing and it's somewhere else, and it's like you have those disjointed um, software bunch of companies and they don't talk to each other. You have you have the same information like five different platforms. Someone in your team has to manually enter that information in all those different places, right? In all those different places, someone has to manually enter them, and on top of that, they're not being supervised really, right? They're not being supervised. So because you have to log into this place before you know it, you forget how many systems do you forget how many softwares you software subscriptions that you have. You forget before you know it. You forget about it, and by that time, you have like 10 different subscriptions, and you're not even using any of them, right? So that's also a fear that I see home care agency owners have, and even with having care growth AI that actually incorporates everything that you need to run your home care agency, and on top of that, you have like we've built powerful automations in there specifically for home agencies, and we have the AI in there that is helping you doing all these things in lightning speed. People still like, yeah, I don't know. I have so many other things. I don't know what to do with them. If I should let them go, I'm not sure. I don't know what to do. I have so many of them, and I don't even know how to log in into this one. And I'm paying this, I'm paying that. I don't have the login. I don't even know what's like. And they've been having those softwares for years and years and years, and they have a fear of letting go of them because they have no clue what they have there, right? They have a fear of letting go, and that also is hindering them from embracing something way superior, right? So they have the fear of embracing something way superior than the disjointed operation that they have. So I see this fear of you know technology, not knowing exactly what's going on, what's working, what's not working, and all I can say is um, the way to strategize on that fear is well, the typical thing: do some research to get to know about what you need to have a full complete operation, not like a little bit of just like something small. But what do you need for a complete operation? Not just like, oh, let me have this small part that I can use now. But you are neglecting every other area of your business. Think about full operation, complete operation of your business, everything taken into consideration, not just one part of your business, one small part of your business, and neglecting every other area of your home care agency, right? So I would say that's the way to think about your home care agency, right? That's the way to really think about it. Think about it as I need full, complete operation of my home care agency where everything is covered. That's what I need. That is the first step, right? That is the first step. Why that's the first step? Because once you have that in mind, now anything things that come your way and it's only one solution, you're like, okay, let me pause on this because if it's only one solution, one thing, now I still have to go and find find like every other things. I still have to go find the other 9, 10 things that I need, right? So you still end up having a disjointed operation if something comes your way and it's only like, okay, this one thing only. Well, that's going to require you to have more subscriptions and require your team members to still be doing like more work, more manual tasks than they should be doing, right? So that's the first thing. Um, I would say the first way to think about it. Okay. So, and then after that, of course, go to the next step, which is, hey, now that I know I want to complete um, operation, what what can I get that will allow me to have a full complete operation in one place, right? In one place, I can get the full operation of my home care agency. I don't need to have 10, 20 different subscriptions. I don't need to, to have like all of those different softwares. But where can I get like one thing? And then that will be the second thing, right? That's the second step. And then from there you can see, because when you have less subscriptions to deal with, all of a sudden you will see the fear of technology will definitely reduce, because now you're not having to deal with 10, 20 different companies, right? 10, 20 different processes and the way they do things. So um, here's the thing: when you come to the workshop, we'll talk a little bit more about that. Unfortunately, it's a live. I have a time limit, but on the workshop, we will talk about all of that, because we will show you what does a complete home care operation really look like. If you ever thought about that, this is the moment to really think about it. Ask yourself, what does a complete home care operation look like? Like a full complete home care operation. What does that look like? Right? Not just one little thing here and one little thing there, but having a complete full circle operation. What does that look like? That's all of that we're gonna cover during the workshop. So if you want to learn about this, if you want to really know about what your agency should have to be to have like a complete operation, click on the link in the chat, reserve your seat for the workshop, and then I'll see you at the workshop August this Sunday, starting this Sunday to Thursday, September 8 to the 12th, and we will be going over all of that. So there are two ways to attend. There is the general admission, which is where everyone starts. The general admission is only $37, and then there is also VIP upgrade. So you can upgrade to VIP after you've done general admission. Upgrade to VIP, a couple of things that you get. You get a workbook. You get to participate in a group coaching, in a group Q&A session. So the group Q&A session is kind of like a really coaching sessions because the VIP members, attendees, they will get time to ask questions that we will be answering in the coaching format, and then yeah, so you get a link to attend there, and then you also get the replay. So if you miss anything or you want to review anything as a VIP attendee, you will get the replay. So you can go back and say, hey, you know what, I was missing this thing. Let me go back and review it, right? Something that you forgot. You remember we talked about it. Just log in, go back and review it. That's all the perks that you get as a VIP attendee. So if you have already registered, we've sent you an email with the link and a text with the link to upgrade to VIP. If you are going to register now, after you've done your general admission, the next page that will come up is is an offer for you to upgrade to VIP. So upgrade to VIP and get all the perks that come with being a VIP attendee. All right. So I can't wait to see you on Sunday. Today's Friday, so I need some rest. I'm gonna rest some, and then that way I can be all fresh and energized and ready to rock and roll with you Sunday at 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Have some fun, okay? We're gonna have some fun. We're gonna laugh. Um, we are going to learn a lot, and it's gonna be a good time. So, see you on Sunday. Have a wonderful, excellent, blessed weekend. May God bless you, your family, your business. I love you. God loves you more. Bye bye.